All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. How does it look? How does it sound? You know, that's how we start off. Just give me a couple of seconds to square this bullshit away. All right. There we go. Urban Grandpa Prepper, thank you for joining me tonight. All right, guys. So after this live stream, Prepper Tribe has a live stream. So if you guys don't mind heading over there, listening to him, that'd be great. Happy Homesteader. Right. Let's start out with that. Pinball Preparedness was given a strike yesterday, or the day before yesterday, rather. Sorry. No, yesterday. Right. Yesterday he was given a strike and he was shut down. His first channel was shut down. He has a backup channel. So if you head over to the Angryprepper community board, if you will, you'll see the last post I put up was about his channel, his backup channel, and hit that link, like and subscribe to that. He was shut down for repeating what the Pfizer executive had said. I think it was about the vaccine. And being that he just repeated what the Pfizer executive said, they still shut him down anyway. So it looks like, guys, YouTube don't want you talking about the vaccine at all for no reason other than to support it. So if you don't support it, you're getting blacklisted, if you will. You're getting your shit shut down. You're getting strikes, all kinds of crazy shit. Autumn Backyard Garden was also given a strike last week. I don't think... Wait a minute. Yes, she had a video taken down. Sorry. I think she got a strike as well. So I think she's off the air for a little bit. Now, again, Pinball Preparedness has a backup channel he just created. So again, head over to the community board. Hit the link on the last post I put up about his backup channel. As of right now, Autumn Backyard Garden doesn't have a backup channel, but I think she might have a BitChute or Rumble, but I am not sure. So don't hold me to that. Andrea, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Andrea F. So I was going to get into that. The whole shit hits the fan. Listen, guys, I would love to give you guys a timeline. I would love to say, you know what, in the next 6 months, but we don't know. That's the problem. We have no clue what is going to happen and when. That is why we prepare. We prepare because we don't want to get caught with our pants down. That is why we get ready for whatever it is. As far as the date, I'm going to go over the whole prediction bullshit because, not that I'm saying that they're bullshit, and I'm not trying to discount a lot of stuff, but I probably sound like I am. But I want to make a couple of things clear about the video I did on the Cyber Polygon, right? Because a lot of people were like, you're downplaying this and all this other crazy bullshit, and people were being twats about that video, which is great because I love shaking the tree, if you will, ruffling feathers, right? Especially with certain things, but I'm going to get into that in a little bit. If anybody has the link to Autumn Backyard's Garden's backup channel, can you please put it in the description section? Can you put it in the chat so other people could join it? So now, subscribe to her backup channel. I'm going to look for Pinball's backup channel really quick, so give me a couple seconds because I just posted it without copying it, and that was my fault. So give me 2 seconds. You guys are going to see some magical shit. That's the one thing I love about technology, guys. I mean, it allows you to do so much faster these days, and yet some of us still complain that shit is slow. Just remember, we had to type everything out. For those of us that are my age, we had to type everything out. Not even type, write everything out. We didn't even have to type. We were writing shit. We were still using a number 2 pencil. Now you get to speak to your devices and, print out what you want to say or text what you want to say just by voice. All right, so I think that's technology is awesome in that instant. But in other instances, it's a pain in the ass. We're going to talk about a couple things that the DNC wants to do. So, guys, it's in the that link that you see in the chat right now is Pinball Preparedness backup channel. So please do me a favor, head over to that link, click it, like and subscribe, do whatever the hell you guys are going to do. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. All right, so let's start out with the obvious Cyber Polygon video, or the whole Cyber Polygon. Now, guys, I'm gonna piss more people off by saying this, but including myself, I wasn't aware of what the Cyber Polygon really was. I heard of it, I just wasn't aware of what they actually did. So in essence, I didn't know about it, right? So obviously it starts popping up. It pops up on people's radars, and people are like, well, you know, we got to be careful because Event 201, they did the same thing, and look what happened. I'm like, okay, granted. And the World Economic Forum is behind the Cyber Polygon. Now, for those of you that haven't seen the video I did on the Cyber Polygon, I talked about a couple of red flags with the Cyber Polygon and how the World Economic Forum had something to do with it, right? So, you are here. Autumn Backyard Garden is here. So they didn't give you a strike, Autumn, right? Or did they just take your video down? Let me know. So Autumn Backyard Garden is here. She's on it. So thank you for joining me tonight, one. Two, I was really looking to watch that video, and I saw that it was removed because of violated community standards. Whatever bullshit that means. So that, I think that means she got a warning if she is actually on. Great. Let's see. I see Wingnut's in here tonight. Okay, yes, Wingnut is in here. Me and Wingnut. And the thing is, so for those of you that see Wingnut's name, I don't know how the hell he got that W in there, because I try to reply to him and I can't. But me and him had a debate, pretty much. And I get what a lot of you guys are saying about the Cyber Polygon, and, you know, it could still happen. I know it can still happen. I know that the greatest cyber attack ever seen is coming. I know this, right? But I also understand that we shouldn't always subscribe to dates that are given, right? So the Cyber Polygon happened on the 9th, and people think that August 9th or August 11th that the shit's going to be, like, you know, out of control, and things are going to be shut down. Now, a lot of you people who follow the Cyber Polygon, I'm going to say it, the smart bunch of us knew that nothing was going to happen that day. But there were a select few people, not a select few, a lot of people, because they were leaving comments in my comment section and in my chat on a couple of my other videos, that thought that the Cyber Polygon was going to shut down everything that day. Right? So, guys, with that, I was addressing those people. I wasn't addressing everyone. For those of you that know what's going on, or have a head on your shoulders, you know that I wasn't talking about you. All right? But some of you guys felt slighted in some way that you had to respond to the video as if I was talking to you. No, I was talking to the masses, guys. And again, back to the whole Cyber Polygon, a lot of people didn't know what it was. But then all of a sudden, this year, everybody became a fucking expert in the Cyber Polygon. Like, over fucking night. And Pinball, by the way, guys, has a video on the Cyber Polygon. Pretty good. Thank you, Linda, for bringing that up. It's really good because he actually had to sit through the whole Cyber Polygon, the 6-hour event that they had, which he said was like a meet and greet. Then it was a pat on the dick fest. You know, everybody was patting each other on the nutsack. Like, hey, nice job, nice job. And then they got into the bulk of the shit. So with that, guys, he definitely got the better understanding of it watching it. I only got the understanding of it by reading last year's results, if you will, or what they did last year. And so anyway, a lot of people all of a sudden became Cyber Polygon experts, and they're sitting there going, well, look at me, I know more than you. And I'm like, dude, you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm pretty sure you just learned about it too. But anyway, not the point. My whole point to the video, guys, was that the Cyber Polygon wasn't going to bring anything down on us July 9th. That was the whole point of the video. It wasn't to say that other shit won't happen, because other shit will happen. Look what happened to East Germany. I think East Germany, personally, my opinion, I think East Germany was a test run because it happened in a smaller area, if you will, and not somewhere big like LA or New York. And I think that what happened in East Germany, they're fine-tuning it. If you get what I'm saying. So, just waiting for whoever that is to pass by. So guys, sorry, the family. So, like I said, guys, a lot of people have to understand that, like, we all know that there's something definitely going on, right? We are watching this whole plan unfold at different levels. So it's not to say that I'm, making light of certain things. I might be. If it sounds like it is, then it is what it is. Okay? But I also know that something bad could be coming. Or nothing bad could be coming at all. We don't know. But to sit there and break my nuts and act like you know what's going on, and then when it doesn't happen or something doesn't come to fruition, and then you move the goalpost to fit your narrative, well, that makes you an asshole. Right? And there were a lot of assholes out there. Sorry, guys. But I said before, we should still be ready. If this cyber Polygon unfolds, or a cyber attack unfolds next month, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year, we should still be ready. That's all I'm saying, right? So, guys, listen, here's the other thing. Cyber attacks happen every hour of the day. I'm pretty sure every second of the day, there's a cyber attack happening around the world somewhere. As we speak, there are probably 1,000 cyber attacks as we're talking. Right? People, companies, businesses are getting hacked into every day. So to sit there and wait till some big shit happens, let's say next month or 2 months from now, you're going to be like, see, that's connected to cyber Polygon. Impossible to pinpoint. All right? So anyway, guys, we're going to see some bigger cyber attacks. We're not going to sit there and pretend that it's not going to happen. I was just saying that the cyber Polygon didn't come to fruition. That's all I was saying. So for everybody else that's like, still mad at me and crying like a bunch of twats, such is life, man. But we shouldn't sit there and be focused on just the day that something might happen. We shouldn't do that. I said this in my video before. Somebody thought they were going to be cute and said to me that, I'm trying to phrase it right, said to me, oh, you are acting like you knew that nothing was going to happen. You waited until nothing happened to say something. And I was like, aha, dick face. Aha. I said, look at this video that I talk about the cyber Polygon, and you'll see that I said that from the beginning. I said that in a couple videos and a couple live chats that nothing was going to happen. Right? So, again, guys, people are always going to sit there and not be happy with your videos. Doesn't matter what I put up. So I do, guys, try to go out of my... I don't go out of my way, but I know I'm going to piss people off. It doesn't matter. Look, got 4 thumbs down already, and I only been on, 10 minutes, right? 13 minutes, sorry. It is what it is, guys. You're not going to make people happy. There's always a twat sitting there ready to fucking push the button. Like, I'm going to hit this dislike button no matter what he says, He could say something like, the sky is blue. I don't like that, the way he said it. He said it with an attitude. This is how twatty people are on YouTube. So, for those of you looking to start a YouTube channel, just know you're going to have an army of twats coming down on you no matter what you say. All right, so, guys, yes, Tara, people choose to be offended. I guess that's very interesting that you said that. People do choose to be offended. Jankman1, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right, guys? So, it's always... Someone's always going to have a fucking issue with whatever prepper says anything. Right? People have a problem with pinball preparedness, for example. People have a problem with Canadian prepper, Alaskan prepper. Now, guys, as long as people have a problem with you or don't like something you say, you're doing something right. Because you cannot be liked by everyone. Sorry. Hell, even urban prepper, who in my opinion, plays it safe because he stays within the prepping realm. He doesn't talk a lot about political shit. He plays it safe, and people still don't like him. And he's the nicest motherfucker on the internet when it comes to prepping. right? Even city prepping, another guy who's a nice dude, plays it safe. There are people out there that don't like him. I'm like, but he doesn't do anything. He just wears his glasses and reports shit, and people don't like him. So, people are always going to find a reason not to like you. I'd rather people look at my channel and go, this guy's a fucking asshole because he curses too much. Fine. I'll agree to that. I can't be an asshole, you know? Regulation. Jules Goldstein. I like that one. She said some people are recreational offended. That's their recreation, right? Their fun, their pastime, to get offended about something. And that's what people do. I call them the twats of YouTube, right? They love to get offended by something. And anything you say, they like to fucking try to call you out on. It's insane. Jacob's Ladder, man, thank you for the donation. It's just insane. So, I mean, guys, I get a kick out of it. And like there was a guy who was trying to break my balls because he was like, "Oh, you're downplaying it. You're stupid. That makes you not credible." I'm like, "What?" All I said was that it didn't happen this day. That's like all I said. And he felt like I told him his mother was a fucking bitch. All right. People will hear two different things too, guys. That's the other thing too. No matter what you say, they're gonna hear something else. And I tell people all the time, dude, fucking watch it again, slow it down, or maybe I should get somebody in fucking retardville to fucking sign language this shit to you so that you can fucking understand it. But yet people will still argue. And when I point people at certain points in my video, I usually don't get people to come back and fire off at me, unless the guy's a real fucking asshole. But this is where we are, guys. This is YouTube. YouTube is fucking twatville. That's what it is. It doesn't matter what genre you're in, or sorry, niche you're in, you're going to have a twat lurking in the dark somewhere, waiting to come and fucking hit the dislike button or break your balls, you know? So, Ghetto Prepper, thank you for bringing that up. So YouTube's on some new bullshit, guys. We're gonna sidetrack a little bit like we always do with my live streams. We're gonna sidetrack a little bit. YouTube's on some new bullshit. So there's a guy on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him. If you're a gamer or a comic book guy, you heard of this guy called The Quartering, right? So The Quartering is this heavy-set dude, full beard, glasses. He's a nerd, right? But this guy, Kim Ball, thank you for the donation. This guy talked about because he has like over 1 million subscribers. Once you get to a certain upper echelon of the YouTube subscribership, guys, you get invited to like these personal little meetings that you can have with the YouTube retards, right? And these people can tell you what you can and can't say, and if you have a question, they'll answer it for you directly. So a lot of us who are not at that level yet, we don't have that phone number or that direct contact, right? And hopefully I'll never get to that point, because whatever. But anyway, so the guy in The Quartering talks about how he cannot make fun of other or smaller YouTube channels, being that he's so big, because he has 1 million subscribers. So, for example, he couldn't attack me or say anything bad about me, but I could definitely say whatever I want to say about him. But because he's a bigger channel, he has more influence. YouTube feels like it's unfair if he says anything negative about me, right? So now, they even went as far to tell him that he could not take a video about, let's say, me, and then put it on another streaming service, or sorry, another media service, like BitChute or Rumble, right? Or Twitch. He couldn't take the video that he said, "I hate the Angryprepper," and put it on there, because YouTube would find it and go after him on YouTube and give him a strike on a video he put on another fucking service. They are going too fucking far, right? So now they are overstepping their boundaries, because they told you can't put this video on here. You go, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll go to BitChute. You go to BitChute, you put it on there, and they would penalize him for doing so. Abigail Lucky, thank you for the donation, right? So now, guys, imagine this has not translated over to some of the videos a lot of us have put that were either medical misinformation, sorry, or something they didn't like. It hasn't translated to that yet. Cheetos, you're right. YouTube has too much power. Absolutely. But there is a way for us to take that back from them. Remember, we make YouTube, not the other way around. YouTube would not exist without us. Period. right? There are certain businesses, guys, where that person made the business. But your customers is the reason why they used to say the customer's always right. The customer makes your business. Without a customer, without a base, you have no money. We are that group. There's got to be a way. The YouTube blackout date that I spoke about in the past, I'm still looking to do, but I'm looking to do. I need to fine tune this before I shoot from the hip and fuck up. Sonia, thank you for the donation. Right, so I have to think about this thoroughly, guys, thoroughly, because I don't want to fuck this up when I do it, when I get this done. Now, yes, if I have 983 people who are watching right now, and let's just say 500 of you people agree to take a YouTube blackout date, only 500 people will stop watching YouTube out of the billions of views they get a day. That's not a dent, guys. Not a dent. Right, so I did the math before I announced the YouTube blackout date. And I did the math, and it just wouldn't work. And the problem, guys, here is this. Not enough YouTube creators would jump on board with this. Too many YouTube creators are sucking YouTube's dick hard. All right? And they don't want their money to be fucked with, which I understand. But when they start wrecking your channel, giving you strikes, they're already fucking with you. So what do you have to lose? But instead, these people are wholeheartedly dependent on it. And now, yes, a lot of you like head over to BitChute and Rumble. Unfortunately, guys, BitChute and Rumble doesn't have the attraction that YouTube has. Because what I hate that I'm going to say this, YouTube is possibly the best platform for this kind of shit. There are so many things when I research, like how to do something, for example, YouTube steps in all the time. Now, can we create another service that does something similar? Yes. The problem is YouTube has everybody in on their channel because they're getting paid. Who wants to lose money? Now, I'm already fucking putting it out there. I could get my whole shit fucking shut down. Right? But something has to be done. Because we need to let YouTube know that we control them and not the other way around. That the viewers and the subscribers control YouTube, not the other way around. Alexandra the Great, thank you for the donation, man. You know, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot to think about, and I have been thinking about it. I have been busy with a lot of shit. There are a couple of creators I have to help out in the next couple of weeks. I will not be going to Prepper Nurse One's event this weekend, and I will not be going over to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's event this weekend because I am stuck at work. I was trying to get off, but I just can't. I can't. First of all, I can't afford. Not that I can't afford it. I can afford it. I just can't take it off for now. So hopefully they both have another event that I can make. I would absolutely shoot out there. I know Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, he has a lot of cool events throughout the year, so I'll be able to make his next one. But Prepper Nurse 1 Weekend Jamboree, whatever it was called, sorry. I wanted to go to that, but just won't be able to make it. Right, so that was it. So anyway, guys, YouTube lost their fucking mind, right? And right now, it looks like certain creators cannot go on other platforms and put up a disparaging video of the person they don't like because they can be penalized on another platform. It's only a matter of time, guys, before they start doing the same shit to us when we put medical misinformation videos on BitChute or Rumble. They'll look at that and go, whoa, you can't do that. That's a problem. If YouTube's overreaching like that, guys, YouTube has to be dealt with in some kind of way. You just got to think about it on how to do it. But we need big creators behind us. Big creators. Now, here's a kick in the dick, guys. This is the crazy shit about a lot of the creators that are on YouTube. They talk about the power being shifted in one direction. How come the rich do this and the rich do that? Motherfucker, why don't you look at YouTube, the rich, the powerful, who are restricting free speech? Why don't you look at them and have at it with them? They don't want to do that. Again, They like YouTube's dick smacking them in the fucking face because that's the kind of people they are, right? Mama Bear, the 5 thumbs down. Listen, if I could, I'd give myself a thumbs down right now. Boop. I gave myself a thumbs down, so that should be 6 in a couple seconds. It is what it is. There's always going to be a hater, guys. Yep, see, I just showed up. 6. It is what it is. You know? People are always going to fucking hate, and people are always going to, you know, have at it, giving you the thumbs down. Now, for those of you that are watching, can you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up and combat my thumbs down that I just gave myself? It's called having fun, guys. It's called not taking this shit too seriously. I am so sorry, but I don't take it that seriously. I don't. It's, you know, YouTube is fun. I like doing the live streams. I like doing my videos. It is fun, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, please don't give me thumbs down. Please, I'll eat spam if you don't stop giving me thumbs down. Like, I'm not gonna be that asshole, you know. It is what it is. You're always gonna get a thumbs down, right? So, graphene is poison. Yeah. So, shit. Is that phase 1? Phase 1 court. Hopefully, I'm reading your name right. Yeah. And the graphene thing, you can't even mention that on here. You can't even talk about on this. It's just insane. You know, if you mention it, people are fucking up your ass. All right, guys. So, let's get into the live stream. 26 minutes later. Stacy Bertram, thank you for the donation. Right, so let's get into the live stream. Now, disaster prediction dates. I wanted to mention that because how many disaster prediction dates have we all been through? We've been through a lot, guys. All right? And I'm tired of the prediction dates. Do not get me wrong. I keep it in the back of my head. I keep that in the back of my head about the... yeah, autumn backyard garden. I know. So I mentioned it once. Let's see how close attention they're paying. But we've been through a lot of disaster predictions, and a lot of them don't unfold, right? We had 2012, and you know, according to 2012, so much shit was supposed to go down, and nothing happened. A couple people will tell me, well, something did. I'm like, what? A fucking black rat gave birth to an albino rat? I mean, like, what the fuck insignificant happened that, you know, on that date? But whatever. Right, so a lot of the date, guys, it's good to keep note of prediction dates. I'll say that a million times, guys. It's always good to keep note of prediction dates, but you should not focus on it. That should not be your every being. You should not be living and breathing the next prediction date. Out. You keep it in the back of your head and go, all right, August, because August 11th is like the new one right now. They're saying some shit's going to go down August 11th. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm pretty sure I'll be fucking camping or some shit at that moment or working, and then that date's going to come and go, you know? Ringing Constitutional, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Right, guys? So, even if a prediction date happened, guys, it doesn't mean it's the end. That's the other thing. Again, unless an asteroid is fucking headed towards this planet, going to smash into us and smash us into smithereens, it's not the end. It could be the beginning of bad times, like this COVID shit did, but it's not the end, right? Again, guys, Event 201, for example. Event 201's meeting was October 18th, right? October 18th. The first reported case of COVID was November 17th, 1 month. People were telling me, well, look at Event 201. It was 2 months, and then I heard somebody else say it was 3 months after they had the Event 201. I can guarantee you, a lot of those people who were telling me Event 201, motherfuckers didn't even know where it was held, right? So, again, when people tell me I don't do my research, I do my research. I clearly have to do my research because I don't want to get my balls broken by morons. That is why I do my research. The other reason why I do my research is because I want to know. I want to know for me. Not for so much for the channel. I want to know for myself. You know? And so, prediction dates, guys, it's good to keep in the back of your head, but it's also, you shouldn't focus on it. Lucius, Maximus, exactly. The Great Reset will be much worse. You know what I think, Lucius Maximus? I think the Great Reset is the long game, right? So it's not a sudden thing, right? I think it's something that's going to happen over the next 10, 20 years. It's going to happen slow enough that when we look back on it, we're going like, what the fuck just happened? But it's going to also happen slow enough where we a lot of us, not we, but a lot of us gets used to it. Barbara, thank you for the donation. G2, man, thank you for the donation. Barbara, I am not noticing any shortages in supplies here. Not at all. I am noticing that the meat prices are higher, but I'm pretty sure all of you guys are experiencing the same thing. You guys are seeing the same exact shit. So, yeah, prices are going up, but we don't see any shortages just yet. Danielle Andrews. If I fucked that up, I'm sorry. But the solar thing hasn't been working out because I was away for a week, and then it's been cloudy every day ever since. But I thought about it. Maybe I should take the solar generator out tomorrow if it doesn't rain, and if it doesn't rain, and see if I can get some kind of a charge out of it. I know someone said you have to be direct sunlight, but someone said it can also charge in cloudy weather, but you won't get obviously the full charge, right? So, okay. So Kryptonian said the Great Reset is the beginning of the end. It's Agenda 2030. Yes. And we just have to wait and see how that plays out, guys. Because, again, that's the other thing, too. You can't sit here and play the 1,000,001 guessing game, guys. There's 1,000,001 scenarios or 1,000,001 scenarios that can be played out with these kind of events, whatever they are. And we can't sit here and rock ourselves into fucking oblivion wondering what's going to happen next. We prep because we adapt and we roll with whatever punch is coming at us, right? So, Ghetto Prepper, yes, there's been major flooding with the rain that's been happening, which has been insane. But I don't see like the coastline rising, like the water levels from the ocean and the river rising. I don't see that, at least not yet. But yeah, I don't see that going on. Mark, what's going on? And Phil, thank you for joining us tonight. Hudson Valley, exactly. The gas price is super fucking high for us. But in North Dakota, it's $2.94 to $2.99. That was a serpent-headed mask in North Dakota. That's cheap. I drive up there to get gas. Just kidding. That'd be stupid. But yeah, we're at the $3 mark right now, right? Nevada is $3.59. Nevada Desert and Vegas, that was Jim Patel. Right, guys? So, listen. It's a shit show, for sure, with all this shit going on. But, again, we cannot sit here and, become nervous wrecks. Is probably what I want to say. All right, guys? So, again, I went over the Cyber Polygon. And also, guys, too, with the Cyber Polygon, getting back to that real quick. I am doing two videos, actually, and I might do a double-header release tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But I'm releasing 2 videos about cell phone hacks. The Apple, gave a heads up about a possible problem with the iPhone hooking up to those hotspots, that are around the cities and shit, and so that you can get the internet. And they said that they were running into a problem, that there could be a bigger problem with that. So the video I'm releasing tomorrow talks about that problem, and then the second video tomorrow or Thursday will go into depth on a scenario that I was running in my head that could happen, and where the cell phone attack can attack America. So that video should be released either tomorrow or Thursday. I haven't decided yet. But that's just a scenario, guys. That's not saying it's going to happen. It's a scenario. 201 Survival. This is live. Okay, guys. So how do you know a live stream is live? If you can type in the chat room here on the side, if you can type in that, it's live. When it's not live, when it's a replay, you can't reply or make comments in the chat section. That's just a quick note for those those that are new to it or unaware of how it works. When it's a replay, guys, it's you can't make a comment, in the chat section. So, guys, here's the other thing about the Cyber Polygon, right? Hacks happen every day, right? I told you about that. Hacks happen every day, and guys, you can't blame the Cyber Polygon for that. You can't even blame like 2 months later a major one happens. You can't even blame it on that because we're attacking everyone every day. Now there is a pause for concern, right? There is Klaus Schwab, who said this, guys. Imagine a frightening scenario of a cyber attack, which could bring to a complete halt transportation, power supply, hospital services, and society as a whole, right? And this was him last year talking about this. I think he was talking about this either during or before the Cyber Polygon last year, right? So clearly, guys, if this guy is giving us a warning or telling us to imagine, something could be coming. But we don't know when that something's coming. That something can happen tomorrow. It can happen a year or two from now. We don't know. That's why I say just keep preparing. Keep these in the back of your head. But don't fucking have a shrine built to fucking August 11th in your home. You know? Right, guys. Thank you, North Shore Preparedness. Thank you for joining me. 1, 2. Yes. Pinball's backup channel is called Pinball Prepping. That's his backup channel. Which a lot of you creators should have a backup channel just in case. We talked about disagreements, right? So, to touch on disagreeing again. We are, as YouTubers, guys, and as subscribers or viewers, however you want to put it, we're not always supposed to agree with each other on everything. I think I said this before. I've said this in the past. I'm going to say it 1,000 fucking times. We're not supposed to agree with each other on everything. If you agree with me on everything, then that means I'm starting a cult. And I do not want to be the next Jim Jones. I'm not even that fucking good of a speaker. But we are supposed to think differently. You're supposed to disagree with me on certain things or whatever your belief is. That's how the world works, right? You can't look fucking guys outside with their cars. You can't sit there and think, you know what, everything Angryprepper says he's right. I'm not, right? And for those of you that disagree with me, I appreciate it, because a lot of the times you guys will disagree with me and try to show me a different view of something. But then sometimes you guys disagree with me and you guys are just assholes, because then you don't have anything concrete. Like, I can get into debate with any one of you guys and for the most part hold my own. But if you are going to disagree with me and show me facts or show me something I didn't see or something I missed or something I just didn't know, that's what I want, right? But if you're going to disagree with me and be a complete twat about it and just go, I disagree with you because you're an asshole. I'm like, all right, well, why am I an asshole? Well, because you know what? You're looking at this as you're downplaying it. I'm like, well, fuck, I downplay a lot of shit. So that's the reason why you don't like, you disagree with me because I downplayed something, because I'm not a fucking scared twat. I'm not scared of my own fucking shadow. I mean, like, and then I had another guy where I hit the dislike button. He was like, trolls are not the only people that don't like you. I'm like, what the fuck is he going with this? He's like, sometimes people just disagree. I mean, you're supposed to disagree with me. Absolutely are. You're supposed to disagree with me. But, again, disagree with me and tell me why. Don't disagree with me and just be like, oh, because you're an asshole. I mean, listen, I can take the asshole thing. I get it. I'm an asshole. I will admit to that. Won't be the first time I was called an asshole. I'm not a stranger to it. But, guys, again, I do appreciate those who disagree with me. Even those who, and it's funny, there are some of you guys who will disagree with me, and you guys will hit the thumbs down because you didn't like that video. Right? And then the next video, you hit the thumbs up because you're like, all right, I like this video. This one, it was better. It was more my, yes, exactly, Elizabeth. And see, thank you, Elizabeth, for bringing that up. And this is across the board, guys. You can disagree with another YouTuber, right? You can disagree with another viewer, subscriber, whatever the hell you want to call them, right? You can disagree with one another and still watch their videos. Now, listen, if they're a constant fucking asshole, there's something constant that, they don't like. Like, for example, there are a lot of people who don't like the fact that I curse, so they unsubscribe from me. There are a lot of people that fucking unsubscribe from me because I curse too much. Such is life, Such is life. But you can also disagree with somebody. You know what? I don't like his cursing, but I am going to watch his videos with one ear in and the other ear open because I don't want to hear all the curse words. However the fuck that works. Right? But, guys, it's none of my videos are meant for everyone to like them. And there are some YouTubers on here who want everyone to like them. I don't know what to say to that. You, if you think you can get everyone to like you, I mean, listen, there's something wrong with you. There's something mentally wrong with you. Because YouTube's not built in that way. The world is not built in that way. The internet gave cowards balls to say what the fuck they want to say and hide behind the computer screen. You don't know how many fucking times I got into it with people and told them, well, meet me in such and such place. Right? Or how many times I seen people get into it with each other over bullshit. And that's because those two guys, whoever the fuck they were, they get into it on a computer because there's no one to call them out. One guy's in Ohio, the other guy's in fucking Istanbul, you know, and they're getting into it because the internet gave cowards balls, right? And then if any of these guys were ever caught out there, which I don't know how that would be, but if any of these guys were caught out there, they'd be shitting in their pants, you know. It's like the tough guy in the fucking car, right? The guy cuts you off, acts like he's Vin Diesel because he just watched Fast and Furious 9, comes out of the movie theater, he starts driving like a dick through the parking lot, cutting people off, right? And then you get out of the car to confront him, and he's like, well, you know, man, I didn't mean to, and all of a sudden he's playing stupid, you know? So, we have that, guys. We have a nation of fucking cowards. We have a nation of Billy Badasses, or people who want to be Billy Badasses, and they're not. You know? And then we have some badass people. And badass people, they're the fucking guys that keep quiet. I know a ton of those motherfuckers. They don't say shit. They don't say a word. They don't act like they can whip your ass. They don't say a fucking thing. Right? So that's how you know this guy's going to kick your ass, when he stops talking. Right? So, anyway, guys. Back to whatever the fuck I was saying before I went on my sideways tangent. Disagreeing. And guys, prepping. We still need to prep. I mean, I don't give a fuck what's coming down the pipe. We still need to prep. And we need to be focused on... Now, for a lot of you who are... a lot of you that are seasoned preppers, if I should say that. A lot of you that are seasoned preppers, now we should be coming up with better plans. Or we should be replacing our canned goods with something better. Because I know when you first start prepping, if you first started prepping and you didn't have money, that you bought whatever was on sale. But if you're making money now, you're in a better place. You should absolutely be going up the chain of canned goods, because there are some organic canned goods that do last quite a while that you can buy. NC Prep, thank you for the donation, man. Right? There are things you can do, guys, to make your preps better. There's better food out there. You can can, which I have not gotten to, guys. I don't know when I'm going to get to canning. It dawned on me. Prepper 101's been trying to get me to open my box. At the very least, open this thing and look at it. But I haven't gotten to it yet. Every time I want to get into it, some shit happens. Like tomorrow, I'm going to a birthday party in the middle of the week. I don't even know how the fuck that's supposed to work, but nonetheless, I'm going. So, I was going to do it then, and I got that. So the rest of this week is shot as far as canning goes. I don't know what's going to lead to next week. I want to get to prepping videos, but guys, every time I'm like, yo, I write the show out, I have it fucking set up, something happens. Like, look what's going on in France. For example, look what's going on in France. France right now is going to mandate the vaccine passport. So they're not mandating the vaccine. They're mandating the vaccine passport by August. I want to say 18th. I'm not sure. But in August, everyone's going to have to be signed up to have the vaccine passport. You're either going to have the vaccine, have a negative test, or have recovered from COVID. So they're giving you 3 options, which there should be 0 options. But they're saying they want life to get back to normal. Life is not back to normal when you have to go to a fucking restaurant and use your QRF code or QF code or QR code, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And then scan it when you go to a bar or restaurant. That's not getting back to normal, guys. Now, in France, if you do not follow these rules, you cannot go to a bar, a restaurant, and you cannot fly on a plane. I don't know how the fuck that's going to work. But if there's any French people on here, I'm going to say something very offensive. So be it. Or tighten your fucking tampon strings. But the French are pussies. The country of France, they'll do whatever the government tells them to do. There are some French that will fucking fight back, but not enough to make a difference. Because, guys, the fact that they came down with this vaccine passport, gave everybody a date, that is saying that France is okay with this and that they are not going to fight against it. Now, if they fight against it, then I'll be completely wrong and I will apologize. But until I see that, I'm convinced that they are pussies and they're going along with this whole thing, right? So, it's bad, guys. It's bad because now other countries are looking at France mandating this vaccine passport, right? No problem, pinball. And they're mandating this, and people are going along with this like fucking morons. Okay, well, you know what? That's right. Let's get the vaccine. Let's take all our freedoms away, so we can go back to normal. How stupid does it sound? How stupid does that sound? Let's give all our freedoms away so we can get back to normal. Then you're not getting back to normal if your freedoms are gone. Don't work that way, guys. So the French are in a tight spot. The Cubans are uprising against Cuba and their bullshit, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's even cooler is that there are Cubans flying the American flag in Cuba alongside the Cuban flag, but nonetheless, this is what they're doing. So now, I'd rather, right now, guys, have a Cuban or the Cubans who are flying the American flag in Cuba for freedoms. I'd rather have those people here in this country and take the bag of shit flag burners and send them to that country. That's just, and send them to Cuba. Cuba can fucking have them. Let's take the fucking American patriots that are in Cuba, bring them here, and fucking all the other silly assholes with their fucking down with the American flag and all this other bullshit, send them back there. And then see if they like life over there. See if they love socialism over there. Right? Fuck those people. Fucking twats. I can't believe those fucking... You know what? They're worse than twats. People that burn the American flag are fucking complete and other dick-faced asshole morons. That's even a thing. You know, and it's insane that the freedoms we have here and people are just spitting on it and pissing on it and talking about what the world would look like without America and that America's atrocities contribute to all the world's wars. All of them. Not some, all. Why? We have morons out there that believes this shit, guys. We have people that believe that America's a fucking enemy. And yes, America has done bad shit. But guess what, assholes? Guess the fuck what? Other countries have done the same exact egregious shit to get to where they are. There is no fucking country on this planet that is squeaky clean other than probably fucking France. Maybe. Or Sweden. Right? Switzerland, sorry. Right? We have those countries that did some egregious shit. Hell, guys, there were Native American nations that did egregious shit to one another. That is how the world operated. The world operated back then shitty. Right? We had fucking the let's say the English or the white man come here to the United States, annihilate Native Americans. But before that, we had Native Americans annihilating other Native American tribes and enslaving them. Even though it was short term, they were still enslaving them. We had African tribes warring in Africa, enslaving one another over there, and then trading them off to the white man. We had all these things happen, and now we're supposed to stop and pull everything back and apologize for all the bad shit that happened all around the world all at the same time? That makes no fucking sense. Angryprepper, thank you for that. Right, the French and Indian War. I forgot about that. Right, so I mean, again, so the French are off the hook now. They're in the same pot, the same boat with everyone else. Guys, it is what it is. We can't change America's history. We can't. There's no fucking amount of bleach and scrubbing that's gonna make you clean. Just because you take down statues does not change the fact that it happened. Yes, Joe Public, right. So it doesn't make it go a fuck away, guys. It is here. It was here to stay. That's what it is, guys. You know, and people are just acting like this shit never happened, or trying to make it like it never happened, and it's stupid. It's the worst. Everybody has their bad fucking things, and anybody who shits on this country, they're just a fucking asshole, or an uneducated asshole, or an uneducated monkey asshole. I don't know, But these people are clearly stupid. I mean, listen, I think just being black and some of the shit I experienced was some of it was bad, some of it was good. But I'm not gonna write off the entire country because of fucking a couple of assholes, calling me out of my name and shit like that, right? You deal with the fuck what you deal with and you move on. I just know one thing for sure. Without slavery, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here. Without slavery, I think I'd still be in Africa right now, warring it out or whatever. Or for some of you that are watching, or if the African slave trade never happened, maybe Africa would have been better off. We don't know. We're never going to know. Right? But maybe that could have happened. Maybe Africa could have been better. Who the hell knows? But here we are in this country enjoying the freedoms we got because time, guys. Time allowed this to happen. Time allowed black people to enjoy their freedoms now, Native Americans to enjoy their freedoms now, the Irish who also got treated like shit, not as bad as blacks, but treated like shit, right? The Polish when they came here, the Jews, everyone got treated like shit when they came here. They came to the boys club, they had to fucking come in, and everybody had to pay their penance, if you will. It's a shitty way, and the Chinese also got fucking treated like shit when they got here. Everybody got treated like shit when they came to America, guys. So again, people need to stop with the bullshit. It's enough already. If you hate the country, then fucking leave. It's that simple. Take your little stupid bag and go. And then no one has to worry about it. Jack Barnes, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Right, so what else, guys? So now, real quick, this heat wave. I wanted to touch on that real quick. I haven't been following it closely other than I had somebody emailing me. God, I forgot his name, and if you are watching, I am sorry. But he was telling me that his, did he email me? Or he messaged me? I can't remember. But he said that his rabbits had died, like a bunch of his animals on his farm, or his land, had died from the heat wave. The heat wave is getting super bad out in Portland, Oregon. At least last week it was. I don't know what it's doing this week. But they had wires and shit melting, and they have trolleys out there, I think, in Portland, or trams, or whatever the fuck it was, running on the cables, and the cables started sagging too low, so they had to cancel, or if not, cancel the services of those trolleys because the fucking heat got too high. Or the heat was too high and the cables were sagging, so obviously the trolley wasn't going to run on that line. So again, the heat wave is going to get bad, guys. They're going to continuously attack the climate change. I do believe in climate change, but I think climate change is more man-made, and it's not because of man or cows, for that matter. I think that the Earth is just going through its natural cycle, which is why it's still called climate change, because the climate is changing for us in our lifetime, human lifetime, if you will, right? But saying that men are causing it, rather, or cows, because they're going after the meat first, cows are causing it, I think is a bit of a stretch, right? But nonetheless, that's the hole we're going down right now. So they're looking for a climate lockdown. They've been mentioning that. And guys, here's the one thing. I have been also, I guess, at fault for this. But here's one thing. The ideologies that get dropped out onto the internet, guys, like climate lockdown, for example. People are talking about climate lockdown and how this thing is going to blossom into fucking us in the long run, because we are going to pay the ultimate price for the climate change lockdown by the herd. Thank you for the donation. By telling us we can't eat meat, we can't use our gas run cars. We're going to have to put solar panels on our home. We can't burn wood anymore. A lot of states are getting rid of wood burning stoves and or fireplaces, right? You can't collect water anymore. You're going to have to rely on this system so that we can all be a part of the system and be tracked, so that, guess what? We can avoid the climate lockdown, and or when we do the climate lockdown, everybody's tracked. Now, speaking of climate lockdown, guys, I mentioned the DNC earlier. Speaking of the climate lockdown, this is actually switching gears, so forgive me again. The DNC proposed, I don't know, it was this week, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, but they proposed that they want the federal government, I'm not sure if it's the FBI, they want the federal government to monitor our text messaging system, or those texting apps that we use, like WhatsApp or Signal and all those other apps. They want the U.S. government to monitor that for medical misinformation on the vaccine. This is a huge problem. Hello, Kim. This is a huge problem because now they want them to spy on our personal text messages. So me and Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival are texting each other, and NY Prepper jumps in, and we all start talking about how much we don't want to take the vaccine. We're just like, we're not taking it, and we start explaining why we're not taking this vaccine. Yes, they are, Hudson Valley, and now we're getting this conversation why we don't want to take it. So now as we're going along this conversation why we don't want to take it, right, the government's listening, and then they go, whoa, Hudson Valley and NY Prepper, those guys, and Angryprepper, that fucking Negro, these guys are talking shit about the vaccine. We're going to monitor them even closer, or we're going to pay a visit to their home. Now, the paying a visit to their home is over the top. That's me taking it a step ahead. But why would they be monitoring your text if they're not going to do something about it down the line? Now, Tony V, yes, they do monitor everyone's text, but they don't monitor it that closely. They don't monitor it because you're talking bad about the vaccine. They monitor it for keywords and shit like that because, God forbid, something happens and somebody blows some shit up. They can track back through all his text messages, that person's. There are billions of text messages. Is it an hour or something like that, or every 2 hours? That's impossible to keep up. But if they have somebody in mind, they have somebody in sight, they're going to focus on that person and go through their text messages from everything they put up there. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, AT&T, Verizon, and all those guys, they save that shit now. They used to dump them, now they save them. So, yes, they track us that way, but now they want to actively listen or read people's text messages who talk bad about the vaccine. That's a fucking problem, guys. Montana Kayaker, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, so this is the World Economic Forum's takeover happening in real time. Why would they suggest that? They don't want to... Guys, this is how stupid it's getting. They stopped, or they pretended to stop listening or reading the text message of Northern Girl Hobbies. Thank you for joining the club. They don't want to listen to terrorist phone calls anymore. They don't want to put them on the spot or single them out when guys are planning to blow up another building. They don't want to do that anymore. They don't want to listen to that. They don't want to read their text messages. But if you say something bad about the vaccine, they want to be all over your shit. I don't know how it's stupid. Mom Survival, thank you for the donation. Mom Survival said she got a first strike on her channel, and she's a fairly new channel, guys. So head over to Mom Survival's channel and like and subscribe. Her channel is pretty good. I like it. You know, I watch her videos sometimes, not all the time. I do watch her videos. Good channel. But she got a strike for talking about the vaccine. She appealed it. They denied it. They don't want anything bad to be said. That's the crazy shit, guys. There are certain videos out there I'm watching where they are going all in on the vaccine. And I'm like, whoa, why are they still up? And then I look at a lot of their videos and they still have commercials. So something doesn't make sense. Chris Stone, why do I hate it? That's a loaded question because there's a lot of reasons why I hate it. There is no... Do some research on the vaccine. We'll get into that conversation on another day. But all I'm going to say is that there's no medical proof or proof that it works. Zero. That's all I'm going to say. KR, thank you for the donations. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm just not first of all, I'm not a big fan of taking something that I can correct on my own. That's just it. And it shouldn't be mandatory, guys. It should be to each his own. But they're not going in that they're not going in that direction. Sorry. Somebody said pinballs on Rumble as well. At least someone brought that up. So anyway, guys, we are at the hour mark. Prepper Tribe has a live stream going on now. Sorry. So if you guys don't mind, if you want to hang out on his channel for a little bit. If not, we're going to end the live stream here. Thank you, Jake Springs, for that. Jake Springs made a good comment about the Listen, matter of fact, whoever asked that question about the vaccine, do me a favor, just read the chats. You'll see them all there. But anyway, guys, we're going to end the live stream now. So thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Also, guys, real quick, I didn't realize this, but I'm going to hit the 100,000 subscriber a lot sooner than I thought. I thought I was going to hit it by December. My wife said by August or September. So I might be hitting it close. So I'm going to be doing, I guess, the 100K giveaway. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a video. But I'm definitely doing a 100K giveaway on here and on Patreon. Right. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you're gonna get a couple of gifts there. You're gonna get a couple of gifts here. So it might happen a month later after I hit the 100K. But when I hit 100K, I'm definitely going to do a giveaway because why the fuck not? 1, 2, you people supported me through all of this shit, and 3, Angryprepper says in 2 weeks. That would be cool. But I haven't been paying attention. So when I looked at it the other day, I was like, holy shit, I might hit this sooner than I thought. And here I'm taking my time with thinking of a 100K giveaway. I did ask Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival for ideas. He gave me a couple. And I asked Northern Girl Hobbies for an idea. She gave me a couple. So with that, guys, I have a couple of ideas in mind. And I will be doing the 100K live stream with a couple of YouTubers that I still like. For those that didn't piss me the fuck off completely, there are a couple that I still like. So we will be doing a live stream that night, probably via StreamYard. So it might be a couple of people dropping in and out. Grandpa Prepper, you are definitely one of the guys I like to have on my live stream if you are ready for it. So let me know via email, angryprepper@gmail.com. Magic Prepper I'm looking to have on here as well. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival, NY Prepper on it as well. And I like to see if I can bring in Alaska Prepper and Canadian Prepper and a bunch of guys, just a fucking 100K hangout. That's all. I would rather do that than get anything from YouTube and that stupid fucking plaque they give you when you hit 100,000. But other than that, guys, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I didn't have any mods in here tonight, but again, Northern Girl Hobbies, thank you for hanging out because she is my moderator on my other channel. But again, guys, thank you for hanging out with me, and I appreciate it. Good night.